Welcome to Link G4x Training Part 57. In this training tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at working with our import and export file feature found in our PC Link software. Without further wait, let's jump in so we can check this out. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be taking a look at working with our import and export file feature found in our PC Link software for our Link G4x systems. This is going to allow you to either export data, that'd be a two-dimensional, three-dimensional tables out of an existing calibration file to bring into another file, or you can use the files that I'm providing. We're going to take a look at this, how to import them in to essentially create a rapid base map type of generator. This is an incredible time saver. You definitely want to work with this. I've been using this pretty heavily in the last 6 months. That's why I wanted to add it in here into our training course. It's going to save you a lot of time. Let's take a look at how we can use this. Now, there are some different functionalities within the import export. There's an export or import to clipboard, and then there's the export import to file. We're going to take a look at the differences between those and how we can use those most efficiently. Now, the file that I'm working with here is just going to be a generic Link G4x file. This is for a Honda Integra DC5 plug and play board. You can use this for any file. I'm just using this for my demonstration purposes. Let's take a look here at how we can use the import export to clipboard option in our software. Now, when we're taking a look here at this particular calibration file, this is going to be set up here for modeled mode. This is going to be our volumetric efficiency airflow based type of strategy. We know we have our traditional. Most of the base maps are set on traditional. This one's set up model. I chose this specific base map because it is modeled mode. A lot of what we're going to be working with here in terms of bringing the data in for something like our fuel tables does depend on being modeled mode. This is my preferred mode to calibrate and tune using the G4x systems, but this base map again is set on model. So let's take a look here at a few things. With a Honda engine, they are almost always going to have VTEC, depending on what specific engine we're talking about here. An Honda K-series engine, or DC5, the Type R. This would be a Honda K20 engine. In this case, we have both a low and a high cam of operation. Low cam, no VTEC. High cam, have VTEC. And we talked about being able to add in our Field Table 1 for low cam, Field Table 2 for high cam, and being able to have completely different VE mounts that can be appropriate and essentially dialed in and tailored to the engine for both low, high cam operation. Same thing for spark time. We have Table 1, Table 2, and we essentially flip between Table 1, Table 2 with the VTEC activation, and we've went through how to do that. But let me just go and demonstrate it real quick here, because we can use the export and import from clipboard option to essentially create those tables, those additional table 2s really quickly. So what we're going to do here is move over to our specific areas here in our layouts. We have our VTEC fuel, VTEC spark. Let's jump into VTEC fuel. Now, the way that Link has set up this base map is going to just have a singular fuel table representing both low and high cam fueling within just one table. Now, you can certainly do it that way, but having two tables makes a lot more sense, and having one table set for low cam, one table set for high cam is definitely the way to go. That's the way Honda's designated the fueling demands for the engine in terms of the tables that we work with. So that's why I like to replicate when I'm starting to calibrate any Honda engine. So in this case, we can see here the fuel table 2 is inactive. And what we need to do first here is go to the dual fuel table mode. And we're going to go and set to dual table. That allows us to have table 1, table 2. And then we're going to tie our activation here. So table 2 activation, that's going to be found on our output for VTEC. Now, if we take a look here in the base file, our general purpose output, this is right in the Link base file. This is set for VTEC, and it's on our aux14. So we want to go and switch over to our fuel table 2 based on aux14, and that's going to allow us to have our high cam have a separate fueling table, separate air mass representation table here. So I'm going to simply go and point it towards the activation for aux14, just following along with exactly what Link has created in this base file, so aux14. So now we have both a low cam table here, field table 1, and a field table 2. Now, the problem we're going to have for this particular situation here is that this table, table 2, is set with just one scaling axis here. Actually, no axes, but just one scalar value for the table. It's just a percentage of cylinder filling, and there's just one data point. That's not going to work. We can't properly deliver the fuel into the engine and represent the airflow with just a singular point. We want a three-dimensional table, as we're finding here. And this is where the import and export to clipboard option comes into play, because essentially what we can do here, just to get field table 2 here going, we can copy what we have here for our axes, our breakpoints, and our values in the table from table 1 to table 2,
and use that as a starting point, and then build off of that once we engage VTech. But we need to go and get our data in here. Now we could go in here and we could click X. If I click on this table here, click X, I could populate my Y and X axes the exact same as I have here. That's a time-consuming process. We can skip that and just simply do an export feature from this table and an import to this table right here. Let's go and demonstrate this. So I'm gonna click into my field table 1, I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna go here to import export.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.